is Jan from your cooking class, and today we're gonna make Eintopf, also known as German stew. For our version of the Eintopf we need onion and garlic, potatoes, sausages, bacon, lentils, celery, carrots and parsley. When we cut our vegetables, we don't want to cut them too short, we want to cut them, this much big, this size. Doesn't have to be perfect, just like go ahead, this size. Maybe, what is this, a centimeter, roughly. When you come to the end, just cut it in half, right? And then you just cut it like that, that's it. For the carrots, you cut the top and the bottom off, right? Take it away. Make sure you wash your vegetable first. And then, same story, you can cut it in like similar pieces, like that. When you come to the end, however, cut it in half, like that, and then you can cut it in, same size pieces as well. Preheat your pan. Cut your bacon into rough chunks like that. Not too thin, right? Just like that, okay? And then once the pan is preheated, we're gonna add our bacon first. Our pan is preheated. We're gonna add a tiny touch of oil, really tiny. So we add our bacon first. And what our bacon does is it releases a lot of fat. So there's our natural oil coming. Just let it cook for a couple of minutes, like 3 to 4 minutes, and you will see that the bacon is releasing the oil, starts to get some color. And at that stage we're gonna add our onions. Alright, as we can see here now, look how much oil there is in the bacon. It starts to become crispy here on the outside, and we're gonna use this fat now for cooking our onion and garlic, so we're gonna add those. And we're gonna sweat them now until they become translucent. This whole process is gonna take maybe another 2 to 3 minutes. So next up, our onions start to cook nicely, which is nice. So then we're gonna add our lentils. Not too much, just a little. That's around 100 grams maybe, 150. And we're just gonna, saute them quickly inside the pan. The great thing about Eintopf, or this kind of particular stew dish, is that you literally just need one pan. And you can cook everything in this one pan. That's just awesome. Now we're gonna add our carrots, which we cut earlier. All your vegetables, you want them not to be cut too small, because we still want to have a little bit of bite later on once it's finished cooking. Make sure they are roughly the same size, because if you put too many different size pieces, they're gonna cook differently, and one part stays hard and the other one is already completely overcooked. So try to make it equal. We sweat our carrots for a moment. Now we're gonna add our celery, just a little bit, not too much, as much maybe. And as you can see, the celery has the same size as our carrots. So we're gonna sweat that for a minute or two. Cover it with our lid, and then we're gonna add our stock or water. After we've sweat our vegetables for a moment, we're gonna put now our water, around 2 liters. We might want to add a little bit more. Yeah. just like that. And now we're gonna bring everything to a boil. And once it's boiling, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, such as potatoes and the sausages. If you wanna substitute the water with chicken stock, that's totally fine. That's about it. Our Eintopf is now boiling. What's happening now is that we're cooking the lentils first. While cooking them, we're gonna reduce the heat a little bit. Then what we're gonna do is we add our potatoes next. By adding the potatoes later, we are allowing the lentil to cook a little ahead, so that by the time the potatoes are cooked, our lentils are cooked as well, and you know, the vegetables are kind of still tender, so that we don't have like a mushy kind of stew at the end. We have a nice, fragrant kind of stew with all vegetables nice and tender and, you know, nicely cooked. If you want now, you can add herbs if you want, such as like bay leaf or thyme, but this is entirely up to you. We don't, so we're just gonna let it simmer for roughly 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And like close to the end, like 10 minutes before, we're gonna add our chopped sausages, and then we are done. Our stew is now cooking since 15 minutes. The potatoes are cooked already, and the lentils are soft as well, so you know, sometimes there's a little bit of time variation. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our pre-chopped sausage, and we're gonna add them into the stew and finish cooking them quickly. This is gonna take another 5 minutes maybe, and then we're gonna finish it with fresh chopped parsley. That's gonna be it. And here it is, another heartwarming dish from Germany, Eintopf.